Good afternoon everyone, on this beautiful sunny day here where we are in the Beltany stone circle outside Raphoe in County Donegal. An amazing stone circle here with wonderful energy, and this stone circle is believed to be the second largest in the country. The largest one is down in Grange Stone Circle in County Limerick in Lochgar. It has 113 upright standing stones. Here in Beltany, the Beltany Stone Circle has got 64 large stones. There was at one time 80, but they've disappeared down through the years for various reasons, maybe to make boundaries, maybe to use for building, for whatever reason. There are 64 now. And this site, like all such sites, was probably associated with religious rituals which may have included observations of the sun and the moon. Now, all these stone circles have a lot in common, no matter where they are. But each one, as well as being like all the others, each one has got some particular unique feature. So let's go up to the circle and see what the unique feature is in Beltany Stone Circle. And here, before we actually go into the circle itself, we have a singular outlier stone. And it's called an outlier stone simply because a stone like this lies outside the actual circle. Now, what the outlier stones were used for, we don't really know. It may have had some function with the rituals or ceremonies in the circle, but we don't know. This one is about 6 feet high, and as I say, it's an outlier stone. And the name Beltany Circle itself, comes from the festival in early May, Beltany, the mouth of fire. That's where the name Beltany comes from. And with such a strong connection in the name, we would certainly expect that at the solstices there's a very definite alignment with the rising sun. So let's move up now into the actual circle. So here we are at the unique feature of Beltany Stone Circle. Here we have a triangular stone slab here on the northeast of the circle. It's just over 4 feet in height, and the unique feature is, as you can see, the cup marked features here. Cup marking was a form of ancient stone artwork, and we have it here on this stone very clearly and on several of the other stones around. There are at least 43 cup marks on this, some of them more visible than others, and again they're repeated on various other stones around. This stone here has an alignment with the tallest stone over there, and as the sun rises over the hill of Raphoe here, it comes over the stone here on the solstices and it shines up the cup marks which are facing the centre of the circle. And in this circle there also was what was known as the Beltany stone head. It was a carving in the image of an ancient deity. It has now been removed from here and is housed in the National Museum in Dublin. And I have here in my hand a beautiful little book called The Ruin of Beltany Ring by Kelly McCath. She lives in Canada. It's a book, a collection of little stories, pagan and ancient stories. And the last story in it is called The Ruin of Beltany Ring. And it certainly creates an atmosphere and creates a sort of a sense of feeling around here. I'll read you some parts from it. No one came to pray at the Beltany Ring anymore. Everything had been weathered away so long that none of the peering scientists who used to visit could tell for what purpose the cup-marked stones were fashioned. The only regular visitors now were the wind that howled around the pillars and the ravens that flew in on their way to somewhere else, all newsy and full of their own lives. And so the stones began to talk to one another in the slow creaking of stone speech.
For a long time, she looked out over the Donegal hills, while the sun crept across them, leaving shadows in its wake. And then, when the shadows were wider than the sunlight, she turned her face to the earth, wrapped her arms around the triangular top of the stone, and bathed it in her tears.
In 2005, this Beltany stone circle here became the focus of a modern community ritual of a sort, when the Raphoe Community in Action Group organised a conference called Rediscovering an Ancient Landscape. And they were joined here by noted archaeologists and historians. About 300 locals came here, and they had a replica of the Beltany stone head here as well. And the aim of it was to awaken people's interest in such ancient sites as this. And the Irish Times covered the event, and this is how they described it. Inside the hall, the walls were decorated with posters and photographic murals created by the school children and citizens of Raphoe, who set out to explore their identity through heritage. And the Irish Times also described what went on in the circle here, and here's what the Irish Times reported about the stones. Aloof, imposing, and profoundly spiritual, this great stone circle, once a ritual or ceremonial site, is as old as Newgrange. The stones retain a sense of gravitas. A community chose its physical setting. Subsequent generations sought its splendour. Great meetings would have taken place here. Decisions were made. Disputes settled. That's how the Irish Times reported on the stone circle. And certainly these megaliths here in this circle, they indicate that this landscape, like all the stone circles around the country, they were all used as a sacred and a ritual site for several millennia. And again, in the stones, being amongst the stones, we can connect with the energy of our ancient ancestors. And it reminds us too that our ancient ancestors knew that they were part of the whole cosmos, not just part of this planet Earth. We are part of the cosmic circle, the cosmic cycle, the cosmic energy. And some of these stones here have got star constellations on them, because these peoples in ancient times were stargazers, they were sky gazers, and they knew that all the earth stuff, all the sky stuff is all merged as one. And they knew that they were part of the whole cosmic system.